Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Easily Speak. We're very happy you are here learning English with us today.
Yes, welcome. At English Easily Speak, we help you learn real, simple, and natural English that you can use in daily life. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Henry. Today's topic is very useful and practical. We are going to talk about transportation in English.
Transportation means how people travel from one place to another. It includes many different ways of moving around.
For example, people use buses, trains, cars, taxis, airplanes, bicycles, and sometimes they just walk.
Transportation is something we all use almost every day. It is an important part of our daily routine.
You use transportation when you go to school, go to work, visit friends, go shopping, or travel to another city.
Learning transportation vocabulary helps you communicate better, especially when you are traveling or asking for directions.
It also helps you feel more confident when speaking English in real-life situations.
In today's lesson, we will teach you natural English phrases that people use when talking about transportation.
We will also practice real conversations that you might hear at a bus stop, train station, taxi stand, or airport.
Don't worry if your English is not perfect. This lesson is designed to be simple and easy to understand.
We will speak slowly and clearly so you can follow along easily.
We will also give you useful vocabulary that you can start using immediately in your daily life.
Another important part of this lesson is speaking practice.
Yes, we want you to speak with us. Speaking out loud is one of the best ways to improve your English.
When we ask you to repeat something, please try to say it clearly and confidently.
Remember, making mistakes is completely normal when learning a new language.
Every time you practice speaking, you become better and more confident.
Transportation is a great topic because it helps you in many real situations.
For example, you might need to ask, "Where is the bus stop?"
Or you may want to say, I take the train to work every day.
Sometimes you may need to ask about ticket prices or travel time.
Or you might want to explain how you usually travel around your city.
By the end of this lesson, you will understand common transportation vocabulary and useful phrases.
You will also learn how to answer questions and talk about your travel habits in English.
Let's start with a simple question for you.
How do you usually travel to work or school?
Do you take a bus?
Do you drive a car?
Do you walk or ride a bicycle?
Take a moment and think about your answer in English.
You can say, "I usually take the bus to work."
Or you can say, I walk to school every day.
Very good. Talking about your daily transportation is a great way to practice English.
During this lesson, try to imagine real-life situations where you can use these phrases.
This will help you remember the vocabulary more easily.
So listen carefully, speak with confidence, and enjoy learning with English Easily Speak.
Let's begin our transportation English lesson together. Now let's continue our lesson by talking about daily transportation vocabulary. This is very important because these are words and phrases you will use in everyday life.
Yes, transportation vocabulary helps you describe how you travel from place to place. Let's start with a simple question.
How do you usually go to work or school?
For example, I usually take the bus. It is affordable and very convenient for daily travel.
That is a great example. When we talk about public transportation, we often use the verb take.
Public transportation includes buses, trains, subways, and taxis.
Let's look at some common and useful examples.
You can say, I take the bus. This means you travel using a bus regularly.
Another example is, I take the train. Many people use trains for long distances or traveling between cities.
You can also say, I take a taxi. People usually take a taxi when they want fast and private transportation.
Sometimes people use the subway, especially in large cities.
Yes, and you can say, I take the subway. Subways are usually fast and help people avoid traffic.
Now let's talk about transportation that is not public transportation.
When you use a bicycle, we use the verb ride.
For example, you can say, I ride my bike. This means you travel using your bicycle.
Riding a bike is healthy, environmentally friendly, and sometimes faster in busy areas.
Now let's talk about traveling using a car.
When you use your own car, you say, I drive my car.
Driving is very common in many countries, especially when public transportation is limited.
People often say, I drive to work or I drive to school.
Another simple and healthy way to travel is walking.
Yes, walking is very common for short distances. You can say, I walk to school or I walk to the store.
Walking is free, simple, and good for your health. Now let's review the most important verbs we learned.
We use take for public transportation.
We use ride for bicycles.
We use drive for cars.
And we use walk when traveling on foot.
Now, let's give more real-life examples so you can understand better.
I take the bus every morning to go to work.
I take the train when I visit another city.
I ride my bike in the evening for exercise.
I drive to the supermarket every weekend.
I walk to the coffee shop near my house.
These are all natural and very common English sentences.
Now it is time for speaking practice. Please listen carefully and repeat after each sentence.
Speak clearly and confidently.
I take the subway.
Pause and repeat.
I ride my bike.
Pause and repeat.
I drive to work.
Pause and repeat.
I walk to the store.
Pause and repeat.
Great job! Speaking out loud helps your pronunciation and confidence.
Let's practice with longer sentences now.
I take the bus because it is cheap.
Pause and repeat.
I ride my bike because it is healthy.
Pause and repeat.
I drive my car because it is comfortable.
Pause and repeat.
I walk to school because it is close to my home.
Pause and repeat.
Excellent work. The more you repeat, the easier speaking English becomes.
Try to think about your daily transportation routine.
Ask yourself, how do I usually travel?
Try to answer using one of today's sentences.
For example, you can say, I take the bus to work every day.
Or you can say, I ride my bike to school.
Maybe you can say, I drive to work, or I walk to the store.
All of these sentences are correct and useful in real conversations.
Transportation vocabulary is simple, but it is very important for daily communication.
Keep practicing these verbs and phrases, and you will sound more natural when speaking English.
Now, let's talk about a very real situation that happens to many people: transportation problems. These are common in daily life, and it is very important to know how to explain them in English.
Yes, travel problems happen to everyone. Sometimes buses are late, roads are crowded, or people miss their transportation. Let's start with a simple question.
Have you ever been late because of traffic?
Yes, many times. For example, last month, I was stuck in traffic for almost 40 minutes.
That is a very common situation. The phrase "stuck in traffic" means cars are moving very slowly or not moving at all.
Traffic problems usually happen during busy hours, like morning and evening when people go to work or return home. Another common expression is traffic jam.
A traffic jam means there are too many vehicles on the road and movement becomes very slow.
For example, you can say, there was a huge traffic jam this morning.
Sometimes people also say the road was completely blocked because of traffic.
Let's learn another useful expression, missed my stop.
This usually happens when you are using public transportation, like a bus or train, and you forget to get off at the correct place.
For example, you can say, I missed my stop because I was using my phone.
Or, I missed my stop because I fell asleep on the bus.
Another very useful phrase is running late.
Running late means you are not on time, and you may arrive after the expected time.
For example, I am running late for work.
Or, sorry, I am running late because my bus was delayed.
Now let's look at a short natural conversation using these expressions.
Why were you late today?
Sorry, I was stuck in traffic.
That is a simple and natural way to explain your situation. Let's continue with more real-life examples.
Yesterday, I missed my bus, so I arrived late to school.
There was a traffic jam on the highway.
There was a traffic jam on the highway.
I am running late because my train was delayed.
My taxi was stuck in traffic for a long time.
These sentences are very useful when talking about transportation problems.
Now it's time for speaking practice. Please listen carefully and repeat after each sentence.
Speak clearly and confidently. I missed my bus.
Pause and repeat.
I am running late.
Pause and repeat.
There was a traffic jam.
Pause and repeat.
Great job. Now let's practice with longer and more natural sentences.
I missed my bus this morning.
Pause and repeat.
There was a big traffic jam on the main road.
Pause and repeat.
I am running late for my meeting.
Pause and repeat.
Sorry, I was stuck in traffic for 30 minutes.
Pause and repeat. Excellent work. Practicing out loud helps you improve your speaking skills and pronunciation.
Now let's imagine some daily situations.
You are going to work, but your bus arrives late. You can say, my bus was late, so I am running late.
You are traveling by car, but the road is crowded. You can say, there is a traffic jam.
You are using the subway but forget to leave at your station. You can say, I missed my stop.
All of these are natural ways to explain transportation problems in English conversations.
Remember, these situations happen to everyone, so these expressions are very useful in real life.
Try to think about a time when you had a transportation problem. Try to describe it using today's vocabulary.
For example, you can say, I missed my bus last week.
Or, I was stuck in traffic yesterday.
Practicing real-life examples helps you remember vocabulary faster.
Keep practicing these phrases, and soon you will feel more confident speaking about daily travel problems.
Now let's talk about something extremely useful when traveling or using public transportation, asking for directions and asking for help politely.
Yes, when you travel in a city or a new country, you often need to ask questions. Knowing how to ask politely makes communication easier and friendlier.
A very important phrase to start with is excuse me.
We use excuse me to get someone's attention politely before asking a question.
For example, you can say, excuse me, can you help me?
Or, excuse me, may I ask a question?
Starting with polite expressions shows respect and makes people more willing to help you.
Now, let's learn some very common and useful transportation questions.
One important question is, which bus goes downtown?
This question helps you find the correct bus that travels to the city center or a specific area.
Another helpful question is, does this train stop at Central Station?
You can use this question when you are already on a train and want to confirm if it will stop at your destination.
Let's learn another useful question. How often does the bus come?
This question helps you know the bus schedule. For example, the bus may come every 10 minutes or every 30 minutes.
Another important question is, where can I buy a ticket?
This helps you find the ticket office, ticket machine, or ticket counter.
Now let's listen to a short, natural role-play conversation.
Excuse me, which bus goes to the airport?
You need bus number 12. It stops outside the terminal.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a safe trip.
That is a simple and polite conversation that people use every day.
Let's continue with more examples of real-life travel questions.
Excuse me, where is the nearest subway station?
Excuse me, is this the right train for Central Station?
Excuse me, how much is a ticket to the airport?
Excuse me, how long does the trip take?
These questions are very useful when traveling in English-speaking environments.
Now it is time for speaking practice. Please listen carefully and repeat after each sentence.
Speak clearly and confidently.
Excuse me, how do I get to the station?
Pause and repeat.
Where is the ticket office?
Pause and repeat.
Which bus goes downtown?
Pause and repeat.
Does this train stop at Central Station?
Pause and repeat.
How often does the bus come?
Pause and repeat.
Excellent work. Now let's practice with longer and more natural sentences.
Excuse me, which bus goes to the airport?
Pause and repeat.
Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket?
Pause and repeat.
Excuse me, is this the correct platform for the train?
Pause and repeat.
Excuse me, how long does it take to get downtown?
Pause and repeat.
Great job. Practicing full sentences helps you speak more naturally.
Now let's imagine some daily travel situations.
You arrive at a bus station but don't know which bus to take. You can politely ask, "Excuse me, which bus goes downtown?"
You are inside a train and unsure about your stop. You can ask, "Does this train stop at Central Station?"
You arrive at a transportation terminal and need to buy a ticket. You can ask, "Where can I buy a ticket?"
You are planning your trip and want to know the bus schedule. You can ask, "How often does the bus come?"
Using polite questions makes communication smoother and more comfortable.
Remember to speak slowly, clearly, and confidently when asking for help.
Most people are happy to help travelers who ask politely.
Taxis and rideshare services are popular transportation options in many cities. They're convenient, comfortable, and helpful when public transportation is not available.
When you enter a taxi, you usually start by telling the driver your destination. A common sentence is, "Can you take me to the hotel?"
You can change the destination depending on where you want to go. For example, "Can you take me to the airport?" Or, "Can you take me to Main Street?"
Sometimes passengers want to know the travel time. You can ask, "How long will it take?"
If you are in a hurry, you can politely say, "Please take the fastest route."
If you want to save money instead of time, you can say, "Please take the cheapest route."
When you reach your destination, you can say, "Please stop here."
Passengers sometimes ask about the price before or during the trip. A useful question is, "How much will the trip cost?"
Many taxis and rideshare drivers accept card payments. You can ask, "Do you accept card payment?"
If you have bags or suitcases, you can say, "Can you help me with my luggage?"
It is also helpful to confirm your destination by asking, "Are we going to Central Hotel?"
Safety is very important during transportation. One important sentence is, "Fasten your seatbelt."
It is important to listen to and follow safety instructions from drivers.
Drivers may remind passengers to wear seatbelts to stay safe during the trip.
Now, listen and repeat the following sentences for speaking practice. Can you take me to the hotel?
How long will it take to get there?
Please take the fastest route because I am in a hurry.
Could you stop near the entrance of the hotel?
These sentences help passengers communicate clearly and politely when using taxis or rideshare services. At train and bus stations, knowing key vocabulary and phrases makes traveling easier and less stressful.
Some important words to remember are
One-way ticket, a ticket to travel to a destination without returning. Round-trip ticket, a ticket to travel to a destination and back. Platform, the place where you wait for your train or bus. Departure time, the time the train or bus leaves. Arrival time, the time the train or bus reaches your destination.
Let's see a practical example. Imagine you are at a train station and need to buy a ticket.
I'd like a ticket to Chicago, please.
One way or round trip?
Round trip, please.
You can also ask about departure times. What time does the train leave?
Or check which platform to go to. Which platform should I go to?
Sometimes the train or bus is delayed. You can ask politely, "Is the train on time?" Or, "Has the bus left yet?"
If you have questions about your seat, you can say, "Do I have a reserved seat?" Or, "Can I choose a window seat?"
At the station, signs often show departure and arrival times. You can ask, "Where can I find the schedule?"
It is also useful to know how to confirm the ticket price. How much is the ticket? Or, does this ticket include all fees?
When boarding, you can say, "Excuse me, is this the right train for Chicago?"
Remembering these words and phrases helps you communicate clearly and travel confidently.
Practice these sentences every time you go to a station or use public transportation. It will make buying tickets, finding your platform, and traveling much easier.
Airports can feel confusing, especially if you're traveling in a foreign country. Knowing key vocabulary makes everything easier.
Some important airport words to know are
Check-in counter, the place where you show your ticket and get your boarding pass. Boarding gate, the location where you enter the plane. Security check, the area where your bags are scanned and you go through security. Carry-on bag, a small bag you can take on the plane with you. Baggage claim, the area where you pick up your checked luggage after the flight. Flight delay, when a flight leaves later than scheduled. Canceled flight, when a flight does not operate as planned.
Here is a simple conversation at the airport.
Where is the check-in counter?
It's near Gate 6.
You can also ask about boarding. What time does boarding start?
If you are worried about your flight, you can ask, is the flight delayed? Or has the flight been canceled?
When passing security, you might hear, please place your carry-on bag on the scanner.
If you need help finding your gate, you can ask, excuse me, where is Gate 12?
After landing, you can ask at baggage claim, where can I collect my checked luggage?
It's also helpful to confirm flight times. What time does the flight depart? Or when will the plane arrive?
Using these phrases helps you communicate clearly at every stage of air travel.
Practice these sentences to feel confident when checking in, boarding, going through security, and picking up your bags.
Knowing airport English makes traveling smoother and less stressful.
It also helps you avoid confusion and saves time while navigating the airport.
Remember these key phrases and vocabulary every time you fly.
Road trips are a popular way to travel by car, whether for fun, vacation, or visiting friends. Knowing key expressions makes the trip smoother.
Some useful road trip and driving expressions include
Fill up the tank, to put gas in the car. Take a break, to stop driving and rest. Pull over, to move your car to the side of the road. Hit the road, to start driving. Take the wrong turn, to accidentally go. Transportation varies widely around the world, and understanding cultural differences can help travelers communicate better.
For example, in Japan, trains are extremely fast, punctual, and well-organized.
In the Netherlands, bicycles are one of the main ways people travel every day.
In some countries, motorbikes are very common, especially for short trips in crowded cities.
Public transportation systems can also be very different. Some countries have extensive subway networks, while others rely more on buses or taxis.
Even simple things like paying for tickets, boarding, or asking for directions can vary, depending on local customs.
Learning about how people travel in different countries helps you adapt when visiting or living abroad.
Think about your own country. How do people usually travel?
Do they use cars, public transportation, bicycles, or walk more often?
Understanding these habits helps you communicate naturally and avoid confusion while traveling.
Learning English can be compared to traveling. Every step counts, even if it feels slow.
Sometimes your progress is fast, like flying on an airplane.
Other times, it's slow, like walking to your destination.
But no matter the speed, progress is still progress.
Mistakes are like missing a bus. It can feel frustrating.
But don't worry, another opportunity always comes.
Keep practicing, and each attempt brings you closer to your goal.
Confidence grows when you keep moving forward, even step by step.
Remember, learning English is a journey. Enjoy each part of the process.
Stay motivated, stay curious, and every day you'll get better.
Now it's time to practice speaking English with some key transportation phrases. Repeat after us to build confidence.
I take the bus to work.
I was stuck in traffic.
Excuse me, which train goes downtown?
My flight is delayed.
Let's hit the road.
I take the subway every morning.
I ride my bike to school.
Where can I buy a ticket?
The train leaves at 8:30 a.m.
Please take me to the hotel.
Do I have a reserved seat?
Fasten your seatbelt.
Excuse me, where is gate 12?
I'm running late.
Repeating these phrases will help you remember them and speak naturally.
Practice them every day, and soon you'll feel confident talking about transportation in English.
Keep practicing, and remember, every phrase you learn brings you closer to speaking English fluently.
Thank you so much for learning English with us today.
Tell us in the comments, how do you usually travel?
Keep practicing English every day.
Remember, every journey begins with one step.
See you next time.
Goodbye!